Alright, so I am getting ready to do a river float trip for a couple days, and people ask me all the time on social media, Mike, what do you bring with you when you go on these excursions, if you will? And it depends, you know. I mean, as far as lure selection goes, it depends on what river you're on. This river that I'm going to, I have a lot of history, so I know what works and what catches fish, so I'm going to definitely bring what works, there's no doubt. So there you have it. This is the box that's coming with me. I've got some dive and rise. I've got glide baits with me. I've got top water with me. I've got twitch baits as far as Musky Innovation shallow invaders and their swimming invaders. And then again, the lungeons, again, in those deeper holes, throw a crankbait and just twitch, 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 and it will get smoked. And then again, my unweighted dogs that I have, and then I have double dogs, but the regular size, they're a little bit smaller, and with that double tail, they do ride up higher. And then my blades that I have, all Mayhem products with me. A lot of wood there, so I'm going to throw actually a couple of lungeon spinner baits, but I got to get them. They're spring, they're smaller ones, and I will definitely bring those if I'm into a lot of wood. A good old spinner bait with an up hook on it is definitely very doable and can be very effective too. So there's my box ready to go, and that's what I have when I go on these rivers for baits, all in one little box here. It's more than probably I'll use. Keys Outdoors is brought to you in part by Great Clips, Quick Trip, and the Boat Center. Over the years, I've learned that trying to figure out new water, well, it's a process. A process that can be overwhelming if one tries to take too big of a bite. So I refined my scouting skills to a much smaller approach. And that's the case in this week's show. A new section of river I've never fished before, and trying to figure out 15 miles at a time versus the whole system. I would plan on spending 2 days on this new section of river. Like I said, a 15-mile float of unknown possibilities. Not knowing anything about this section, I'd learn real quick how low the water levels were, and right off the bat, I knew that I had my work cut out for me. Alright guys, so alright, here I am. July, third week of July. I was on this river a month ago. Water was really high. Had no action, but I've never fished this body of water before, so I wanted to get familiar with it, if you will. And the water was high, so it's really low. But this is a very unique spot here. It's a channel, like a little lake, little pond right off the river that flows in and out. And I just had fish on the graph, so I'm thinking that there's some fish in here. I'm gonna go through this. It's really a deep hole. I mean, like crazy deep, like I think 18 feet. That's nuts. When everything else, and a deep hole out on the river, look at all the bait in here. Oh my god. A lot of bait in here. A lot of small minnows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this with the bucktail, and then I'm going to throw on a bulldog. Just had up a muskie. Little one. Deep. Well, it is 6 o'clock. I've got a big hole, the deepest hole on this stretch that I found last time I was here. So I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening, I guess, just pounding that. But right now, moved one fish, and again, it was in a deep hole.
As a Great Clips salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
Successful musky fishing is all about time on the water. The more time, the greater your odds. So if time is what is needed, then I'm glad I'm in my Skeeter. Because ride, comfort, and room makes that time thing, well, makes it a hell of a lot more enjoyable. Welcome to KOTV, where outdoor enthusiasts go for free outdoor programming. Nothing but hunting, fishing, and outdoor-related content from some of your favorite Midwest TV shows and YouTube channels, all in one place, right here on KOTV. Download KOTV channel from any Roku streaming device or Roku TV, or you can watch free at our website.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
Another reason why I like fishing rivers so much is all the amazing wildlife you get to see. You never know what lies around the next bend. Oh, just missed one. Dude, that was a nice one. All right. Oh man, that was disappointing. She was hot. I went through it again and drifted it just perfect too. Got the cast where I needed them, but she is not there, or she doesn't want anything to do with that. I don't know. It just you know, with this current, it's one and done. But went through there, looks really good. Now I know that skinny wood areas will do good. They'll hold fish. So not just the deep holes, so that's something that I can definitely start to build off of. Oh. Six o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. I'm getting too old for this. Although I did sleep really good.
Day 2 would come and go, with no fish to show for all my hard work. But once again, I gained a lot of knowledge on this section of river. I know now where the holes are and what flats they are using. Now, it would just be a matter of time till I would come back and try to float her again. Here we go. We just got loaded up at Quick Trip, gassed up the boat. We're ready to rock and roll. And eating and getting our favorite food at Quick Trip, that's what's so convenient about them, is they're everywhere and they've got great food. And for these trips, it's just 1, 2, 3. It's that simple. So we're ready to rock and roll, man. We're gonna go slay some muskies. A couple of months would pass before I'd make my way back to the river. Upon arrival, I noticed just how low the water was. This would be a true test for the swamp rat. This system right now is so low that prior to me making some changes to this boat, I would never even be able to run this. And the changes that I've made to this boat is my jack plate that I put on here with almost 8 inches of lift now, and it's called on the fly jack plate, and it's super cool because you just crank it. It's I can lower and raise it with ease. And it allows me to get into the skinny water. Plus, what I did is I took out all of the lead-based batteries and replaced them with Dakota lithium. All right, so this is what I got going on today on another project. This is my small river boat, the Swamp Rat. This thing is a very unique boat. It rides very high in the water column. It was shot off of a Carolina skiff. Which that boat is notorious for getting in skinny water. But what I'm trying to do and what my goal is today is I've got to lose weight. Underneath the seat I have a 36 volt, 12 volt marine batteries, 3 of them. And they're hooked in sequence to run my trolling motor. And what I'm trying to do right now is I need to lose weight on this boat. I've got to get this boat as light as possible for the style of fishing that I want to do. And how I'm going to do that is this is what I'm going to replace those 3 batteries with. So I'm going to, I'm going to get more power out of this. So I'm going to get that 3 days that I want working the trolling motor in heavy current. But more importantly, I'm going to lose about 120 pounds. Think about that. That's a lot of weight. And the Dakota lithium battery setup is going to allow me to accomplish that goal, if you will. Again, I've done a lot to this boat to get it to do one thing and one thing only, and that's hunt skinny, skinny water. So it's allowing us to be able to fish where, like I said, if I had the old batteries in here and I didn't have the jack plate on, there's no way that I'd be able to navigate this river. So we're gonna keep going here. Bluebird, we got some wind today, which is nice. Water temp 66 degrees in the river. They must have the dam closed because there's not a lot of flow. And I'm wondering if that's kind of playing against us a little bit. I'm not sure. But we're gonna keep grinding like we always do, and we will get fish. There's no doubt about it.
good. So far, so good.
I went down.
Did you go
Yeah,
down?
I went down.
We would spend the first day without seeing a fish, and then it was time to look for a campsite that we could call home for the night. Well, we got the tent set up. We were gonna set up a little further down and smelled like dead fish, and all of a sudden we were investigating what the smell was, and we went up there and something literally killed a deer, like, well, right there, right behind us, and we're camping here, and we didn't know that until after everything was set up. But it's pretty decayed. It's been dead for quite some time, but it stinks, and we'll just have to keep fire going.
There was a struggle there, and that deer is no longer there. Well, his bones are there, so.
We'll show you them in the morning if we make it.
We got fire. If I can get this.
We
thing
got
actually.
fire, and I've got a Smith & Wesson with me.
I feel good now. Feel good. She'll go. Think.
Well, you're supposed to burn the whole plastic, everything. The whole cube.
With the whole thing?
Yeah, you just light the whole cube.
Oh, okay. I'll put it over here and I bet it'll catch. Maybe.
That will boil in less than a minute, maybe 2 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
Nice. What kind of soup we got?
We've got, in the boat, but we're gonna have ramen noodles, chicken spicy. Right on. Only the best, bro.
After a good night's sleep, it was time to get up and get moving. A fresh pot of coffee is the first priority of the day. Without that, nothing happens.
Well, here we go. Day 2, about to get underway. We got to rip down, tear down. Then we're gonna start casting from the shore here. Hit this with the shore and see if we can put a fish in the boat, but nothing starts without a good cup of coffee, no matter what you're doing. And that's even more true here on the banks of a river. Well, we're gonna cast from shore a little bit here. Caleb's gonna cast with the fly, see if he can get something going. Then we're gonna jump in the boat and get rolling. Camp is all set up, or taken down, and ready for us to rock and roll.
It'd be so cool if one came up this morning.
Well, they're here.
Uh-huh. See that thing out there?
Mm-hmm.
I think this one is the one. This is the one they were just nipping at port though, which I was like, come on, you know. It's going through that current, you can barely tell. And that's the day my buddy got 3, so they wanted his thing over this. go fish it?
Oh yeah.
For muskies?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think many.
It's gotta be somebody. You never know though.
This is one of the craziest shoots I've been on in a long time. Almost every hole, every deep hole that is, had muskies, or at least marks on the graph that look like muskies. But no takers, no followers on what we were throwing. After a quick lunch, we would head back up and start this trip once again. And maybe this time, we'd have some luck. But I gotta figure out something to do here quick. But one more cast.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of rain.
Oh, dude.
No way. Really?
What was that? Rock? Something stopped me.
Stopped it.
Alright, I gotta jump on this motor here, bro.
Getting real shallow, I think.
We are good in the hood. Shallow. Oh, dip. All right, buddy. I'm gonna put it.
Come at me.
What is it?
Come at me. Musky? Oh, it is musky. It's a little guy.
Little guy.
Yeah.
Bring him around if
Here,
you can.
she'll come right here. You want her on this side?
Yep.
Hit it right away.
Okay,
She'll
we
go
got
right
it.
in there. Yep. Nice.
Nice, buddy. Right on. Here, I'm gonna grab the.
Here, put
you
her
grab
down.
the net,
Okay.
dude. We gotta get through these rapids
Okay.
here. So just
I can do it real quick, or what do you want to do?
oh, we're going through it right now. I was gonna hit us on
Just
spot
throw a
lock.
motor. All right, we done did it. Like 2 cranks after my cast and some shallows. Ooh, now that your bait's right there. She's good though. She popped out, got that 1 hook out of her. Mini shallow swimming dog, is it? I don't know, but that's a good bait right there. Looks like a little northern, little bass. And let's see this little girl. She's not big. You good? Okay, I'll be real quick with her. There we go. Little river ski. That was cool. Hit right away on my cast. Get her right back in. We'll get her head going first. She might take a second, but she was just swimming real hard on that man. Look at that.
Beautiful.
All right, there we go. We got her done. She hit right away. It was first fish of the night, first muskie we saw too. And we hooked her, got her in, so it's a good start. And we can probably get one. Mike just said that I do best here down, so as soon as he said that, it was right at the back hole, Mom. It was right at the back of the hole, and she hit it right before it got shallow. Really right here, I think, is where she hit, right where the boat is, so. Cool. Let's get another one. Let's get a big one. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Mike.
Well, that concludes 3 days on the river, giving her hell once again like we always do. But what we're going to do now is you and I are going to part. You're going to go back to what you do and tell the folks out there what you do.
All right, just river fishing, all from shore. 99.9% of the channel is from shore. That was the 3rd fish I've ever caught in my life on a boat was with Mike, so
That was cool.
Yep, third fish ever from the boat. But yeah, if you go to our channel, it's all just shore fishing and just showing you that you don't need all the gear to go and get on fish. You can do it
Right.
while still letting the fish go good. And you can still get on just as many fish as with the boat. Obviously can't get as many places, but where there's a will, there's a way. So
What is your address for that?
Shoreline Anglers on YouTube.
Okay.
We got Facebook going and stuff too, but
Shoreline Anglers.
Shoreline Anglers.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna hook up with Caleb probably a week from now, but I need to go north. I need to do some other fishing, and that's it. But what a great time out on the river, camping, doing what we do, one fish in the boat, seeing a bunch of fish. It just, we didn't have really good conditions, but that's the way it goes, man. You don't know if you don't go, and you don't know if you don't throw. So we're gonna call her good for today, and we will be back. And it will be redemption time.
Big Mom redemption.
Right on.
Sounds
Boom.
good.